Next week, your Minnesota Timberwolves. Half court at 6'3", number 20, Markel Fultz. Half small forward at 6'3", number 18, Lucas.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to for NBA fans. Early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Michael Porter out there with Williams. Then it's Malik Monk. Then there's Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thornton. Back to Davis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Fultz passes to Humphries. Now here's Edwards. And it's blocked by Davis. And he gets it to go. And here's Denver. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. To the middle. Stolen by Davis. Williams against Williamson. Outside Porter. Outside Monk. Driving in. Oh!
Wow! This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Minnesota now. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
They were really in control of that game, played well as a team, and really made sure they didn't have to sweat it out at the end.
Well, they were able to execute when they needed to, never let the game get away from them, and close things out.
Here's Thornton. Pass to Williams. Here's Thornton, pounded by Fultz. Here's Porter, down low. Davis down low. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, BA. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Both free throws good from Davis. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Now here's Edwards. Coming off a 28-point game against Dallas. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the tray.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Here's Thornton, pounded by Fultz. Inside. Davis, the pass to Williams. Davis with a screen on Fultz. The Nuggets need to get one up. Williams from long range. Rebound Minnesota.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Williamson passes to Fultz. Toward outside. Williamson, right side. 13 feet out. That shot is off.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Davis can't hit.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
There's Fultz with a 3. Davis with a rebound. Denver in the lead. Pass to Porter. And here is Williams. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Humphries. Outside Edwards. Tries a 10-footer, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Monk. Puts up the 8-footer. Davis misses. Williams against Williamson. Outside Fultz. There's a screen. Lets it go from 14. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to Thornton. On the wing, Porter. 2 in the cold spell. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And making it look easy. Even with aggressive coverage, Porter Jr. finds a way to score.
Outside Fultz. Back to Williamson. And stolen by Williams. Monk against Edwards. Monk passes to Davis. And it's Monk missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Fultz scanning the floor. Pass to Williamson. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Humphries. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jerome's checked in. The Nuggets lead by 3. Now here's Monk. Pass to Davis. It's intercepted. And he lobs it up to the rim. Dort, the pass to Williamson. Dort, a screen on Porter. Here's Williamson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, that's Zion's bread and butter. Absorbing and dishing out contact inside.
Back to Monk. Pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Humphries has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Fultz. Back to Edwards. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jerome. Davis with a screen on Fultz. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Williams. Porter from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain, besting them in the conference semis last year.
Humphries knocks down the long J. Humphries has got 5.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Come on, get down for your Timberwolves.
He's checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Denver. Beasley's checked in for Porter Jr. Monk passes to Beasley. Back to Monk. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Minnesota making a change here. Washington's checked in.
One shot.
Will stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Davis can't hit.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Count it, good.
Yeah, you gotta love the hustle there by Zion, extending that possession.
Pass to Williams. Beasley against Dort. Beasley outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan, an assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know.
Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. So it's Denver now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Beasley, and it's flushed down. A nice jam. Oh, another lead change, 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Pass to Champagny. And here's Washington. Shoots over Davis. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Williams misses. The Timberwolves trail. Wallace, the pass to Williamson. Excellent D there from Davis.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Davis.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
Beverly outside. Pass to Williamson. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
Now here's Williamson. 6 points for him. The floater, and laid up and in by Beverly.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
To the inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Here's Williamson. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 3-point lead. Pass to Jerome. Wagner outside. Now here's Porter. Now here's Beasley, guarded by Edwards. Beasley misses.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
From 7 feet away. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Beverly. There's 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Jerome. Beverly defending. Williams a screen on Beverly. Here's Beasley. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Denver leading by 1. And we'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Zach Collins out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Champagnie at small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Jerome. Beverly defending. Williams a screen on Edwards. Beasley for 3. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
To the paint. Here's Beasley. Banked it in off the glass. Beasley's got 6 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Collins outside. Pass to Edwards. Over Beasley. Again, the miss by Edwards.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, it seems like Porter Jr. could do even more of this, attacking right at the rim.
Beverly, the pass to Edwards. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 9. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
That one's off. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
He hits the second from the line. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Mo Wagner.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
Michael Porter Jr.
That's good from Porter.
Well, look, there are a lot of different roles Porter Jr. can fill for your team.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beverly, the pass to Edwards. Porter pulls it in.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 11. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Number 1, Minnesota.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Collins against Wagner. Pass to Porter. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Well, normally we see Porter Jr. shoot it from deep, but I'd love to see him go inside more. He has great length and touch.
Here's Champagny. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Edwards, a pass to Champagny. Collins against Beasley. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
Williams is checked in for Jerome. Here's Thornton, hounded by Fultz. Porter. That one rolls around and rims out. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Champagny, the pass to Fultz. Collins, high post. Minnesota again missing. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Shoots a fadeaway, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Pass to Fultz. Here's Champagny. Collins outside. 5 to shoot. Launches it. Another miss by Minnesota. The Nuggets lead by 4. Williams passes to Porter. Here's Wagner. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Williamson's checked in for Minnesota. Dort comes in for Champagny. And Denver with a change here, too. Davis is checked in. Denver on D. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. To the wing, right side. Here's Williamson. Zion bullies his way in for the finish.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
Outside Davis. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Williams. For 3. Humphries grabs the miss. Humphries has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside for Fultz. Edwards against Beasley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Humphries. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Humphries has got 7.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And there's a pick to the inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz. Kamara, he's checked in for Denver. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
That's good from Williamson. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Fultz passes to Humphries. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 9 points in the game. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Here's Kamara. Dort defending. Here's Davis. Humphries grabs the miss. Humphries has got 9 rebounds now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
High post Davis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
Washington's checked in for the Timberwolves. Walter comes in for Anthony Edwards. Both free throws good from Davis.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for the T-Wolves. They trail by 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Champagny, he's checked in for Minnesota. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Washington. He's got a clear path. He's all alone, and Washington powers it through.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Here's Thornton. Davis, a screen. To the middle. They swipe it. Down low. Here's Dort. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Outside Davis. Davis, a screen. Beasley for 3. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. He had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Back to Fultz. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
Williams against Williamson. Pass to Beasley. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Beasley's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, his percentage keeps going up. He's adapted to what the defense is showing him.
Williamson finds Fultz. Here's Champagny. Williamson outside. Washington, a screen on Williams. 4 on the clock. Williamson. And again, it's Minnesota converting. Nuggets trail by 3. And here is Williams. Last game for him, he had 14. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Williamson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Washington. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And he knocks down the first one. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Here's Thornton. 1:51 left to play in the second quarter. Davis against Washington. Outside Porter. This one for 3. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And that shot is a confidence builder for Porter Jr. When he's hitting these, you know he's feeling.
Washington a screen. Right at the free throw line. And here's the fast break. Pass to Thornton. No good. That would have tied it. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Miller. And here's Washington. Williams defending. Now here's Williamson. 6 to shoot. Miller outside. Off target from outside. And Davis has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. 35 seconds left in the first half. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Miller. Inside. And Dort with the bucket on the assist from Miller. Dort's got 5 points.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Davis. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Davis has gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And we're through the first half of play here. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
You look at the Timberwolves, they're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded. Now let's check back in on our game and the powerful performance from Zion Williamson.
He's been good, but...
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. We've got Michael Porter. Jalen Williams is out there with Davis. Then it's Malik Monk. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
3 on the clock. Porter from outside. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Humphries. Williams defending. Pass to Dort. Here's Humphries. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the San Antonio Spurs. And then Monday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against the Bulls, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to sharpen up.
On the wing, Porter. Dort defending. Right side, Williams. There's a screen. For the tie. Edwards pulls it in. And here's Minnesota now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Outside for Fultz. Here's the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Thornton. Outside Porter. It's Monk on the wing. To the inside. Stripped away. And he's gone for the lob. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Thornton. Back to Porter. Here's Davis. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
To the middle. Here's Humphries. And he comes up with a bucket. Humphries has got 11 points.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Pass to Thornton. Porter looks it over. He takes it in. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Well, looking slippery there off the drive. Porter Jr. takes advantage.
Here's Humphries. Williamson with it. Williams defending. Outside for Dort. Down low. And Davis with the block.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
He buries it from 3.
Well, he's just deadly from there. Michael Porter Jr., one of the best corner three-point shooters in the league.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Timberwolves, 3rd.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their three-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
Williamson up top. Edwards, a pass to Williamson. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Davis. He's got 10. Here's Porter. Edwards pulls it in. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Pass to Williamson. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Davis, a screen. Got a hand on it. Edwards with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Williamson. Porter with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got his first points of the game. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Monk finds Davis. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. Champagnie. He's checked in for Dort. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side Fultz. Pass to Williamson. Outside Edwards. Here's Champagnie looking to end the run. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Thornton, covered by Williamson. Now Porter. From behind the arc. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Fultz passes to Williamson. Fultz against Williams. Pass to Champagny. There's a screen for the tie. Buries it from 3. Champagny's got 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now Monk, guarded by Edwards. And it's Monk missing. Minnesota is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Champagny. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Williamson. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. He's got 15.
Well, once Zion is rolling, good luck stopping him.
Pass to Thornton. To the paint. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Shoots over Monk. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Davis with a screen on Fultz. Pass to Davis. Here's Thornton. Davis down low. Got it. Good job in the low post.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Edwards against Monk. Williamson with a screen on Monk. Monk against Edwards. Fires at the elbow. Can't hit that one. And for Denver, they're shooting a disappointing 38%. Williams misses. The Timberwolves shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Ooh, the agile Edwards gets by.
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease there.
Outside Davis. Pass to Porter. Puts up a 3. Outside Monk. Williams against Williamson. The 3. Williams misses.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And here's Williamson. Now here's Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And Davis with the block. Second chance shot. Edwards can't hit. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Williams. Soft touch off the glass.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Fultz passes to Edwards. Looking to end this cold spell. And he lays it in. Edwards got 6 in the quarter. Denver has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Outside Davis. Pass to Thornton. Outside Williams. Davis with it for the lead. No good on the shot. And the former #1 overall pick in 2017. Obviously, Markelle Fultz had some upside, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, unfortunately, people tend to judge you by what your draft position was. The bottom line is, this guy is a solid player, a good rebounder and playmaker. He can score in the paint, and he just continues to get better.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
Pass to Humphries. Down low. And stolen by Williams. Here's Thornton, covered by Williamson. Outside Porter. High post Davis. For the lead. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. No good on that one. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Pass to Williamson. To the inside. Collins. Here's Champagny. Jacks up a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Champagny's got 8 points.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. In the third spot, Anthony Davis.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Williams is checked in for Anthony Davis. Williamson against Porter. And they double up Williamson. Washington outside. Beverly outside. They set the screen. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in. And so Porter will bring it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Here's Wagner. Hits the jump hook. 6 points for him.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the blocks.
And here's Collins. Collins with a screen on Porter. Back to Collins. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Jerome. Beverly defending. Here's Jerome. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And let's listen to head coach Michael Malone review the game plan with his guys.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Oh, trying to stoke the fire under his team. Michael Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is a time when the leaders on the court need to step up and take control. Make things happen out there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Patrick Beverly out there with Edwards. Then it's Washington. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Champagny at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And here's Collins for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Outside, Williams. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
The free throw drops for Williams. And so he hits both. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting about 43% on this one. Beverly, the pass to Washington. Inside, here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Wagner with a screen. Beasley for three. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards got 5 rebounds tonight. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Jerome, guarded by Edwards. Beverly against Beasley. Wagner with a screen on Beverly. Beasley for three. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Collins outside. It's Edwards on the wing. And another basket from Minnesota.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Thornton. Beverly defending. Out to Beasley. Here's Thornton. Beasley with a screen on Beverly. Now Williams. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's on Patrick Beverly.
Jalen Williams.
Fultz, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Patrick Beverly. First personal foul. Second team foul. One shot. Williams.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Beverly outside. Washington outside. Pass to Fultz. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Thornton. It's Beasley on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Monk's checked in. Here's Thornton, hounded by Fultz. To the middle. Here's Wagner. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Washington. Collins against Wagner. Washington passes to Fultz. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Beasley. Denver grabs the miss. Williams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Beverly. Outside Edwards. Pass to Collins. Over Wagner. Collins, no good. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Thornton, hounded by Fultz. Williams misses. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Collins outside. Back to Beverly. Outside for Fultz. 4 on the clock. 19-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses. Denver in the lead. Outside Monk. Pass to Beasley. The 3 is up. And again, Denver no good.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Outside Fultz. Washington a screen to the inside. And Washington powers it through.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Thornton, hounded by Fultz. Pass to Williams. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Fultz passes to Washington. And here's Collins for 3. Monk grabs the miss. Monk's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams with it. That shot off. Excellent D there from Collins. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. The triple hit for Edwards.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Denver has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A different look for Denver. Anthony Davis comes in for Wagner. And it's Porter Jr. in for Beasley. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. Now here's Williamson. Pass to Edwards. Here's Humphries to take the lead. Rebounded by Denver. Monk's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Davis. Outside Porter. Outside Williams. Here's Thornton, hounded by Fultz. Now Monk. Unloads. And again, it's Denver missing. Williams against Williamson. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Davis can't hit. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Fultz passes to Dort. And he banks in the layup.
Nice use of strength by Dort. He runs into the inside contact, but pushes right through it.
Outside Porter. Outside Williams. to Davis. Easy 2 for AD.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one.
A nice rhythm to his game here late. He's hit 3 out of 4 this quarter, looking to put him over the top.
Pass to Davis. Outside Monk. Now here's Williams. That three's off the mark.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And here's Dort. Williamson, right side. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Thornton. To tie it up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Williamson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Edwards, a pass to Williamson. Here's Humphries. The fadeaway. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here is Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the fourth. And again, it's Denver missing.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Edwards can't hit.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
1.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Humphries. Here's Fultz. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Davis. Over Dort. Nice touch by Davis inside.
Oh, man, he plays with a relentless motor. In crunch time, too. Davis always wants the ball in his hand.
Edwards against Monk.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
At the line for 2, Anthony Edwards.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. Minnesota with the ball. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
All right.
Outside Davis. Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. Outside Porter. Releases. Cash.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.